Hey guys, welcome to EURUSD. I haven't been back on the reviews since Monday evening, so I'm going to get right into it. In that last video, the beginning part, I was mentioning the recovery of a certain level. I believe it was this level right here. One can clearly see on this 45-minute chart, we tested it once, twice, pushed through for a nice long at Friday 11 o'clock. So in my mind, if we can push through again through that level, it would be one that you could go long on, and that clearly was a great long that resulted from 1555 all the way to the top of this bull flag. So almost about 70 points we went up. The other thing I mentioned in that video, if you go back to the last video, was I saw a bull flag forming. And I mentioned that if after we tap the top of this, that I would expect us to tap the bottom of this, the support. And boy, did that play out perfectly. So let's see what happened after I left you around 5 o'clock on Monday. So we came back, we tested this level exact, nice little dip and recovery exact long off of that level. So one could have gone long right there. I've been seeing a lot of longs happening between 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. or even later. So that would have been aligned perfect. You can see we dipped below this middle channel and went long. If you missed that, then in that previous video, I mentioned that potentially there could be more setups below, but let's get to that in a second. Another thing I want to point out to you is this is a pretty good short too. If you were interested in a short, you could see the first bounce off this level, a second bounce near that level, a third bounce near that level, a fourth bounce near that level. So one can clearly see the levels being tested multiple times. So eventually it could break. Do I want to be subject to getting stopped out on a short if that happens? Not really, but if you like to play short, if you saw what I saw with the bull flag forming, then that was a decent reason to go short if you wanted, and that clearly worked out. In the previous video, I mentioned that I would love to see a failed breakdown of these lows, this cluster of lows. You can see 1, 2, 3 lows that formed Sunday evening. We did exactly that. We undercut the macro level, macro blue lines being very important, white lines being very important as well. Orange lines just kind of being confluences, target, profit targets, just to make sure you see prices reacting accordingly. But yes, if you went long on the failed breakdown of this, maybe around 52, 15, 28, that went up about 11 points, would have been a decent long. Moving forward, I want to go back to today afternoon. So clearly, this flag worked out great. I did adjust it a little bit, but the point is that we pretty much hit this as a support and bounce after consolidating here last night. So I did go long when I noticed that we were just sitting and consolidating above this bull flag support and this nice major level that was already there. And that worked out for an awesome long overnight. Today morning, we got multiple failed breakdowns at the same level. We got one right here at 6 o'clock, 6:30ish. When I woke up, I didn't take it, but I did capture this little dip below this low and reclaim that back tested the macro level again, and then kind of just been watching. Then eventually at 2:45 after FOMC, we got a flush of all this, a dip below that support of the bull flag, and what now I see is a failed breakdown happening of these lows. And I do have a long that already I took a little bit profit from for 8-9 points at this bounce right here at 545. Now we're just seeing what happens. We're consolidating more here. I do want to point out something. You can notice right away we sold off of this level at 1230, the macro level, and then we back tested it. That's a back test that you could short sometimes if you want. You could short back test from the bottom. You could long back test from the top when it comes into it. And I just wanted to show you that this happens very often, and be mindful that after you go below a level, a lot of times you will test it one more time before price decides if it wants to continue selling, consolidate, or push back above whatever level you had lost. So overall, just wanted to talk about price respecting our bull flag, respecting the levels. And now let's get into what to look for next. So we do currently have an active fail breakdown, like I mentioned just a few seconds ago. So that is a prominent setup I'm looking at. Unless we lose this low, price should continue to test these levels back up, each level making it a little bit more likely to go above. So the first level test we'll see is right here. Second one will be the macro, the middle channel of this bull flag, and then so on and so forth. If we don't hold this low, then the clear setup I could call out will be a failed breakdown of this low. It's about 1461 up to 1488, so about, I think about 27 points or so. Very solid low to work with. You also have these lows right here. So maybe if you don't want to take that just because we've been selling a little bit, you could wait a little bit for this area to reclaim as well. There is a low here, you could tell, but honestly, I would just stick to what's close by for now. It starts to get a little murky down here. And moving forward, I would just kind of play it level to level, see if some structure can form that allows you to not have to look or chase a low from that's not from this week. So what I mean is, let's say price goes up and hits this level like I mentioned, awesome, but then we start selling, right? And then let's say we sell here, we bounce a little bit, we sell back down, and then you can go long a couple points above the first low for a failed breakdown. And this will be what I mean when I say let structure form. If there isn't a low to work with, you want to wait for one to form. We have this low right here, but what if price goes down a lot and then bounces up? You're a little bit more nervous to take that long right away. Now, if there's another low that forms, you have a little bit better structure to go long off of. Let me know if any questions. I'm going to try to adjust these levels a little bit. Otherwise, looking forward to tomorrow, guys. Have a great night.